Say nothing, but he must know something. He just keeps rolling along. You and me, we sweat and strain, work all day and filled with strain. Tote that barge, lift that bale. You get a little drunk and you land in jail. I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living and scared of dying. But old man River, he just keeps rolling along. I was invited down to the University of Toronto, and it was for a group of people that were educated to solve the problems of the world by their intelligence. They're all very we're doing. And I presented a little girl named Jennifer. And that's the little girl right there. You see her up here? Right there. Mr. Fittimore, yeah. I don't want you standing up, please. Yeah. I'm going to give, I'm going to give the talk. Okay. I just want you to relax.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, I presented her case, and the story was that she was 1 year and 5 months, and she weighed under 6 kilos, and she was starving. And she had such a bad infection in her ear that she was grinding her teeth and the pus was coming out of her ear. And it looked pretty hopeless. And so that's the little girl I presented to them. And I know that the mother, doesn't matter what the mother did, but she wasn't married, let's put it that way. But anyway, I presented that to this group, and the one man said to me, unless you can prove that Jennifer will not grow up and give birth to another poor child, you're doing a disservice by helping her. But because I'm hearing impaired, I didn't think I could hear him. So I said, what did you say? Did you really say that? He said, yes, I did. I said, sit down, sweetheart.
It's okay.
It's not okay. Sit down. Sit down there. You get on the, would you mind sitting on the ground? Okay. So anyway, he said, that's what I said. Unless you can prove to me she won't grow up, you should not feed her. So I talked to them for a little while, and what they said, this group, was, you know, the poor are irresponsible, they breed like flies, they're not intelligent. I spent about 45 minutes with them. And then I said, I'm wasting my time with these guys. So I went home, and I went into our bedroom at home, and my wife saw me, and she said, what's wrong with you? I said, I can't believe what this guy said. And so from that moment on, I said, I couldn't change them, but I could change me. And so that's what I decided to do, use every ounce of energy I have to feed the poor, and that's what I try to do. So the company that sells us beans said that if I could do a triathlon, you know something, you gotta get me some water. They would give me 480 100-pound bags of beans. So, you know what a triathlon is? Mm-hmm. How many, you know the sports?
No.
I know what it is.
What is it?
Cycling.
Does anybody know? Has anyone done a
Cycling,
triathlon?
Cycling, swimming, running.
Right. There you go. Good
Swimming, running, and what else?
Swim, bike, and run. Okay?
Three.
So, you can see in this t-shirt, I ran the Boston Marathon. Now, somebody says, how long are Boston marathons? Every marathon is 42.2 kilometers, or 26 miles, okay? So, and there's a strategy. When you run a marathon, very important that you do the strategy. You put your left foot in front of your right foot and your right foot, you do it 52,000 times. And then you finish it. That's all you have to do. Okay, so anyway, I was a runner with my son Roy, and he was in recovery from a couple little things. And so when he didn't want to do these other kind of not so good things, he decided to run, because he found when you're alone at night and you got little problems with things you shouldn't do, you better keep busy. So he started, and I started running. Make a long story short, I qualified for the Boston Marathon, so at least I know I could run. Okay, and I think there's a little thing here. There, the Canadian Swim Championship. So I've been a competitive swimmer, and I got the gold medal in my age category for the 200-meter butterfly. That's not an easy stroke, 8 lengths, so I got that. But I got to kind of get the bike in. I wasn't, riding a bike is like sitting on a broom handle. Very long. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, okay? But anyway, I had to build up my strength because I had a really bad experience. One day, this guy came in from the United States, and he had this truck, and I tried to be friendly. So I said, his name was Tex. I says, Tex, will you help us unload your truck? You know what Tex said? I'll help you unload my blank truck when you drive my blank truck. But he didn't say blank, he used a bad word. So I took that for no. So I tried to get friendly. I said, Tex, are you from Texas? He said, no, I'm not from Texas. I'm from Louisiana. And he said, you better not call me Louise. So I didn't. But anyway, Tex came into the office, into the warehouse. You know what he did? He started bossing people around. I said, hold it, Tex. That's your truck, and this is my warehouse. I run this warehouse. You drive that truck. I couldn't believe it. 5 minutes later, good old Tex was bossing people around again. I said, Tex, have you ever heard that we have one mouth and 2 ears? You're supposed to listen twice as much as you talk, Tex. So 5 minutes, the same old thing. So I said, I've had it, Tex. You're in trouble with me because I'm not going to take this. This is my warehouse. You know what, Tex? I said, you're bossing me around like I'm a cow. I said, I'm not a cow. I'm a human being. I'm not a cow. He kept bossing me around. He said, you're bossing me around. That was a mistake. You know what Tex did? He grabbed me. He lifted me up. I looked down at him. He said, he looked at me, he said, what did you say? I looked him straight in the eye and I went, moo, moo. Anyway, after that I decided to build up my muscles. And that's why you see these big muscles. And that's why I'm so strong. But I have a little trouble. I was on a seafood diet, and you seafood and you eat it. So I got a little punchy here. But anyway, somebody gave me a real clue on a good diet to lose weight. It's called the onion garlic diet. You have a half a cup of raw onion, half a cup of raw garlic, chopped up fine, 3 times a day. You don't lose weight, but people say you look thinner from a distance. So anyway, I decided to do something to feed Jennifer. And so remember we were talking about the triathlon? Okay, so I decided to do something. So I'm just going to take this coat off, and my assistant here, Brian, you have to, he's my friend here.
Come on over here to me.
Here, come on, help me take this off.
Come on, boy.
Okay, thank you.
Because you know why?
He's happy to have me.
What's your name, sir?
Muhammad.
I'm jealous of
Muhammad?
him. Look at
Okay.
that.
Muhammad was created by God, and he is worth more than every material thing in this earth. Sit down there.
Hang
Is
on.
he as tall as
We're gonna
Tex?
have
No,
more
no.
to do.
You have these guys, all that are rich with their $150 billion. But Mohammed is worth more than all their money. There's only one beautiful person like him. I'm proud of you, Mohammed. Okay, so I'm a Christian. So Jesus wants me to help people. So this is, you know, some of you guys weren't around when we turned to 2000, the year 2000. Everybody had the world ending, the computers. You know, everybody worried about things. Mohammed, I need you again. Let Liam, let your partner there. He looks like a hard-working guy.
Yeah.
Come on, Mohammed.
Now you help him. There we go.
Okay, here we go. Use it, does
I'm
it now.
still jealous.
You're taking away my muscles. See if you can get it up, Mohammed. I don't. Can you get it up?
Hands up, Dad.
Go ahead, Mohammed. Okay, what do you got here?
There you go.
Okay. I did tell you it was a triathlon, but it's an Ironman triathlon. So there's kind of a tradition. So I didn't do this one. But this is the one in the 2.4 mile swim, 116 12-mile bike, and 26-mile run. That's what you have to do. When you do an Ironman triathlon, you have to finish this race in under 17 hours. Like one of my patients said, Dr. Simone, how many days do you get? I said, you get 17 hours. If you're gonna finish, you don't get that shirt.
One more, Mohammed. Next.
There you go.
Mohammed, just do the best.
Do
You
it
get over there
again.
and pull it out.
He's Jersey.
Boy, I tell you, I got the right guy
Getting
here.
there. Get that hat off.
Watch my hair and my hearing aids. Here, take it on it.
There you go.
Put it right side out. Okay, what do we got here? Okay,
Whoa.
let's do the distances now, so we get a feeling about it. Okay, so, Mr. Finnemore, what's the distance that you can see here?
The swim is 3.8 kilometers. The bike is 180.2 kilometers. And the run is a full marathon, 42.2 kilometers.
Okay, so you guys can see those, okay?
Ironman Canada.
Yeah, now, if you want to know what 3.8 kilometers is in a swim, go to your local 25 meter pool and swim 156 lengths.
Wow.
Okay? That'll give you an idea. So let's take this off. Come on, man. Yeah. Keep getting it, man. You're getting the idea. Try to not wipe out my hearing aids.
Very
You
good.
hold me down here. I don't want to be embarrassed.
We got you, Doc.
Come on, pull it. Keep going.
Feel
He's
good,
being
right?
gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got two assistants. Here, maybe if I get it
Yeah,
off
just
here.
gonna spin. There you go.
Okay, we got it. Your job is to turn them right side out, right side proper, okay? Okay, this is a nice swim, the Boston Light Swim. What you do is you go down to Boston, right at the shore, they say, now look, you're gonna swim out 5 miles, okay? It's a 10-mile swim. You wanna cut it?
Okay.
You wanna stay?
Yeah.
It's my son, Sean Andrews.
Hi, Sean.
Stand over the Sean.
Over here, buddy.
You swim out 5 miles, there's a lighthouse. When you see the lighthouse, go around it and come back. Don't miss the lighthouse. The long way to England. So we don't miss the lighthouse. That's a nice one. Okay, come on.
Here we go again.
Okay, we're getting close to doing these things, okay?
Watch his last shirt there.
You hold the bottom, and Mohammed, you do the shirt. Come on. Keep going, Mohammed. You can be a little rougher than that. Come on. Okay, good.
There we go.
Oh yeah, this is just a Boston Marathon shirt.
Just.
You know, this is, when was that? 19,
95.
okay, Mohammed,
How many times did you run that?
twice. Okay, here, no. Go ahead. I'm getting thinner. Keep pulling it, go a little higher. Let me get it off my head here.
How long is it taking?
There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay. 1998, at the age of 60 years, I went to Penticton, British Columbia. And I did the Ironman Canada. And we got 48,000 pounds of beans for the poor. Okay? So, I'm pretty feeling good. So next year, I thought, why not do another Ironman? Can you help me again,
He's busy.
I think sometimes it seems to be better when I get it over here. Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
oh, we're really getting
Oh,
good.
okay, well,
Good,
good.
okay. Okay, Ironman USA, Lake Placid, okay? So this is where they had the Olympics, so the hill, even out in the Rocky Mountains, they're high too, okay? So we did this, so big deal. You know, this is, I'm 61 now, okay? But I'm kind of a tricky guy. So I thought if I got getting these bags of beans for the poor and we're feeding Jennifer, why don't I do another one when I'm 62 in the year 2000? But I'm getting a little old, okay? You got it again, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're really getting good. Okay, did we finish? Okay, Ironman USA. Is that 4 minutes, John? Okay. I gotta make it a little quicker, so come on. I decided to do 2.
2 in the same year?
Yep. So 4 weeks later,
4 weeks
I
later.
did
Wow.
Ironman.
4
Canada.
weeks.
And being a doctor all that time.
Yeah, John's right. Did we finish?
Yeah.
We did. Okay, so now let's take this one off, Mohammed. Okay. I think Mohammed is working harder than me. Come on, I get this over here.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, you got it. Thanks, Mohammed. Okay. How do we answer the man that said we shouldn't feed Jennifer? You guys are intelligent, and you know there's enough money around. And they tell us in the United States, I just read an article from the Harvard School of Law, that the Americans waste 135 million pounds of food every Thanksgiving, just one Thanksgiving. That's how much food is thrown out. Now you can say, oh, you know, when you waste food, that's costing you a lot of money. And when you waste food, it affects climate change. So that's one thing, that affects you. But Mother Teresa, when she first started her work, she said, Mr. Smith uses 150 rupees a day drinking alcohol. We can spend 150 rupees renting an apartment for our sisters. Father John said, hold it! Father Smith's alcohol consumption and your sisters, they're not related. Mother Teresa said, you men don't understand anything. She really put him in his place. You know? But it's the same with food. You can think about wasting food for how you save the money, how climate change, but you know what else happens when you waste food? The poor of the world suffer. Because every time we waste food, the price goes up, and they don't have the extra 2 or 3 cents to buy a little bit of rice. So that's why we should do what Jesus wants us to do. So anyway, the answer to the man that said we shouldn't feed anybody is not because we spend trillions of dollars on wars or we waste food. The whole reason is Jesus said we should help the poor. He told us that we are responsible, and that's what you're going to do today. St. Paul said there are 3 things that last: faith, hope, and love, and the greatest is love. So when you guys go out there, you can, whenever you cut me off, John, it's okay. Turn on your cell phone, because if it falls in the container, we don't want to have to look at it. We want to phone your cell phone, but zip it up. Now let's get out there and do some work.
Yeah.